Good evening, everybody. I'm Hot Rod Bob, and you've got gas, the evening edition. We're back. That's right. Randy Cordero and myself. And over in the corner is my lovely wife hiding there along with us tonight. And we may get Joe Walla. Hopefully, he'll tune in. And Anna Octane may come on with us as well. They're traveling right now. If they get a place and time to stop, they will get online with us and join us on this first ever GAAS Zoom meeting or show. So it's the evening GAAS, and we're glad you could be here. And if you're not watching us live or part of it right now live, you can be. I'll post the link to anyone who sends me a request, and we'll get you the link. You'll be in the live studio audience. You can participate, or I can keep you from participating. It's all up to you and what you say, but enjoy. We're going to play this again for you. It's going to be in a recorded mode on Facebook after we're done, but this is our first evening GAAS. We're back after being gone for 2 months now. March was the last time we had a live show, but Randy and I have not been sitting still. Our chairs rock back and forth, but we've been going at it. Two Tired Guys Productions has been doing a lot with talking about cars, and you got GAAS every morning at 11 a.m. Randy, how you been doing?
I'm rocking, baby.
You are.
Literally.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know about anybody else. I think I need that stuff that you get seasick when you go in the water. What is that called?
Dramamine or something?
Dramamine, yes.
Yeah.
It's been real busy because we've been doing a lot of similar stuff with the Talking About Cars podcast. And if you guys haven't heard by now, which Bob will expound on, is that we are kind of like joined at the hip a little bit now because we are under a new banner, right, Bob?
Yes, we are. We are right behind you. Oh, behind you. Two Tired Guys Productions. And that is us.
That is us. Two Tired Guys Productions. We have our own YouTube channel now.
Yes.
So there's a good possibility that where you're watching this on YouTube is on the Two Tired Guys Productions channel.
Yes.
And also the latest Talking About Cars will be there, so you can see them and get a chance to see what it's like. Now, on your show, of course, it's live and we use video.
Right.
Talking About Cars, we really haven't. We've done it all on audio only. So this is the first time, the last 4 episodes as of us taping this without tape, is, yeah, so do I sound elderly? Exactly. And so we've actually been recording them on Zoom, and it's been fun because I'm noticing that it's just different. You listen to the show on radio.com and knx1070.com, and then you watch the same show, and it adds a new page to it, if you will, because you get to see reactions, you get to see things we're pointing out about, and that's what makes it a little bit more interesting and different. So I say listen to the podcast if you're in your car or you're on radio.com and you're nowhere near a computer screen that you could actually watch. And then later, we will release the Talking About Cars about a week later or so, just so you guys can check up with the audio version first, and you could check it out again. It'll be interesting to see. So I'm glad we're doing this. This will be a lot of fun.
And I think one of the things that people will enjoy once they look at the video version of Talking About Cars, they'll get to actually see the celebrities and people that we're talking with. In the past, you only heard them, but now you get to see them. And one of the shows that's coming up in the future is going to be Bogey and Faye from All Girls Garage.
And it's a two-parter on radio.com. It won't be a two-parter on the Two Tired Guys channel, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but it'll be video. You'll get to see these young ladies as they really are. And with all the guests that we have, it's kind of interesting. You hear them, but picturing them and seeing them, that's a new dimension for Talking About Cars.
Well, and again, also at their homes or wherever they happen to be. Actually, Faye was in her studio. I shouldn't say studio. In her garage.
Yeah.
And Faye was in her, and Bogey, I believe, was in her living room or something.
Yeah.
So we had a chance to talk to them both from there. As may have seen on Facebook, he's all over. He's an Americana guy. He loves 50s and 60s cars, finned cars especially. He does a show on Facebook called Joyride,
Yep.
and it's he does fun rides, and he explains things with cars, and he has books, he has all sorts of things showing really a lot of what restaurants and things were like in the 50s and 60s based on Kodachrome slides, which were just the thing to have back in the day. And he apparently went to secondhand stores, and people would just turn in their Kodachrome slides of their vacations or whatever, and he'd pick them up, and there were some wild, wild things in there to see. So we had a chance to, catch him at his place of residence. Who else we've got coming up? We talked to Scott Newstead of Cold War Motors.
Yep.
Scott was in one of his buildings. I'm not quite exactly sure where, but I assume it was his house.
It was
And
cold.
So,
It was cold.
yeah, well, it wasn't as cold as it was, but yeah, as it used to be up there, because in Canada it got rather chilly, and he'll explain that as well. So, and we've got people lined up in the next few weeks as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're going to see that it's going to be great. It's a new format for us. Although GAAS has always been video, well, not always, but for the last 10 years, it's been video. Now it's talking about cars, two tired guys, and gas, all in video format for you to enjoy. And, my wife actually now gets to watch it live rather than hearing about it later, because sometimes there's things said that I pay for later. Yeah, she's shaking her head. See, she's in agreement, so she knows. But hey, we have fun anyway.
You're about to pay for it now.
Now, yes, I will. All right, now back to GAAS, the Great American Auto Scene. What kind of auto scene are we expecting lately? Well, in my case, and Randy, he's joined along with us. We've gone on a number of automotive cruises or car cruises. We social distance by staying a car length behind each other, but we get into, I guess you could say, elongated parades. Yeah, there we go.
Social distancing to demonstrate, Bob.
Yes, I think I've got mine too. We do. Now, although whether you agree with masks or not, we have them with us, and I've got mine right here. Nice. So, and there's my wife. She made this. This material was left over from our wedding, and this was part of what Peg wore. She didn't wear the mask, but she had this material as part of her wedding ensemble.
I wanted her, her to, so she wouldn't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to be associated with me. But anyway, we've been going on a lot of car cruises. A number of car clubs are putting on cruises. The one I'm going on this weekend, and Randy may join us as well, is to support our first responders and so forth. We're going to throughout the city of Burbank, around the police and fire department facilities there in support of our first responders. Last time we did this about a month ago, there was probably close to 60 cars. We're bumping that up a bit. We did the Conejo Valley cruise with the coachman, 250 cars. And this has become very popular, and we're kind of glad about it. Now, the city of Oxnard just announced the other day they're going to do a cruise night on Saviors Boulevard, June 20th, starting at 6 p.m. It's going to be an actual cruise. People are going to be going up and down the boulevard, just like we did when we were teenagers back in the olden days. But we'll get out there and we'll cruise, and all the car clubs, I'm sure, in Ventura County are going to be coming in for this, because here is the city sanctioning car cruising, just like we used to do impromptu back in the day.
Think Van Nuys Boulevard. Need exactly. I say anything more?
American graffiti brought to life, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah. And Peg, for her, it was Whittier Boulevard, because she lived down in the San Gabriel Valley area. And Randy and I were on Van Nuys Boulevard. Randy went a little bit further north during his cruising than I did, because he'd stop at Mike's Pizza.
Oh yeah.
I didn't go there that often, but I did go there from time to time. But I would go to the south part to June Ellen's, the donut place, where the lowriders and motorcycle guys would hang out. But in between that, it was fair game, 3 lanes per side of the road, and we would cruise. Savior Boulevard, 2 to 3 lanes, depending on the section of it, and we're going to go out cruising June 20th in Oxnard. Please come out and join us if you're here in the local Southern California area. If you're not, I'm sure we'll put some videos up of it.
And when is that again, Bob?
It's June 20th, Father's Day weekend, Saturday night, under the lights on Saviors Boulevard.
Might do that. That
Yeah, well,
sounds
6 o'clock, it won't be under the lights too much, but
yeah.
how long it's going to go, they haven't said, but it's going to start at 6 p.m. Come out and join. It should be a good time. A lot of the car clubs have been doing it. We went on a cruise, as a matter of fact, with the Cruisin' Classics or Ventura Classic Car Club. We
Mhm.
started in Oxnard, went down the coast, BCH, and they ended up going into a restaurant there getting takeout. We ended up going further and driving Malibu Canyon in one of our Corvettes. So it was great.
Nice.
Low numbers of traffic. We were able to drive at a decent speed. Didn't break the speed limits. Kept all control and stuff. And it was good. It was a good cruise. We went from PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, across the mountains on the Malibu Canyon to the 101, the Ventura Freeway, back home, and it was a nice cruise.
I wonder if Neptune's Net was doing
That's where
take.
they that's where they did.
Oh,
They
they
were
did. Okay.
they I guess they would call ahead or what have you, or someone would take the order. They drive through the parking lot, come back around, get their order, and drive out. We decided we didn't want to wait for that. We just went down to Mulholland Drive and took Mulholland back across the mountains.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah, it
good to
was
know.
Neptune's Net. I couldn't remember the name of the restaurant, but that's what it was. And
Okay.
that's a cool place to go to. Now with Ventura County lifting the restrictions, they put some restrictions in place, but restaurants have opened up in Ventura County, and Neptune's Net is in Ventura County, so it's good.
Yes.
It'll be opening back up again. A number of restaurants opened up again. The famous pinstriper Johnny Martinez and I went out for lunch today and actually went into a restaurant that had seating, and it was great. It was Taco Tuesday, so we went to a great Mexican restaurant, and Johnny ordered a double cheeseburger. I don't understand, but uh, what are you going to do, Johnny Martinez?
He's not a taco guy, I guess.
You know what? Who the heck knows? But
Who
hey,
cares, really? But I
he
mean,
enjoyed it. He had his burger and fries. I had some nice chicken tacos. They were good, and it was great to get out.
so is Peggy gonna talk?
She can if she wants.
Hi, Peg. Oh,
She's got to unmute herself. All right, I unmuted her. No, there we go. All right, Peg can
I
talk.
was letting you do your thing, and that's why I was asking, do you want me to stay on or do you want me to leave? Because I was just going to let you guys do your thing.
But you're part of this thing because you are part of the audience tonight.
Oh, I am?
You are.
I'm the guest, huh?
You're the guest. Now you can tell we're social distancing. I'm in the office and she's in the living room, and
Uh-huh.
mhm,
And
that's
I'm 51 miles away, so it doesn't
yeah.
really
So
matter.
yeah, we're social distancing. We're doing it right. I mean, we're not wearing masks, but that's okay. Uh, but
Oh, I
that's
can if you want me to, see?
there you go.
I
And who is that masked woman? Yes.
I didn't know I felt like we were being chaperoned or something
Well,
like
it could, she's our censor,
that.
and but
Really?
well, she's
Like
our
that,
fact.
like she's
She's our
never been
fact.
able to stop us before.
No, I know she's our fact checker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're here. This is the first time we're trying an evening edition of GAAS since March. We're hoping to get a lot of people to watch us. We're going to get out there tonight. Again, this is recorded. We'll play it out over the YouTube through Two Tired Guys, through GAAS, back onto Facebook as well. So you can see what we did and what the format is like, and hope that you will join us next week. We'll do it next Tuesday night as well, 6 p.m. But we're not done yet.
I was going
So
to say, are we done?
No, what's our
no,
topic?
our topic is we're just talking about cars and what we're doing
No,
now.
that's the
Hey,
wrong show.
yeah, well, we'll be talking about everything about
The
cars.
wrong show.
That's the wrong show. That's the right show. That's part of the. See, it's half of the Two Tired Guys. See, over here on my, uh, there, there, there. I got to get used to this. Which I figure I got to rate.
Yeah,
Two.
don't
See,
point. I've learned not to point
okay, yeah,
because
because we can't point in the right direction. We don't know where we're doing.
what you're looking at is
Yeah.
different than what I'm looking at on Zoom.
Ah.
Okay, so let's just explain how this works.
Okay, please.
So what I'm looking at right now is three of us. One, two, three. Okay.
Okay.
You're top left. I'm top right. Peggy's on underneath. Now, is that what you're seeing?
No, I'm top right. You're on the bottom, and Peg's top left.
See? Now, Peggy,
That's
what do
a
you see?
crazy threesome.
I have Bob on the top left, I'm on the top right, and you're on the bottom.
See?
That's not the way it is here. My
No.
alternate reality is I'm top right,
Mm.
Bob's top left, and
Oh.
you're on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, well,
See,
And
it's a
that,
threesome. Woohoo!
and if we had more people coming in here, we'd be all over the place. And there's room for 100 people on this audience. And
that
so we're
picture would be
hoping for
really
the next one, you come and join us, become part of it. During my normal Facebook Gas in the Morning, you post your questions or comments and we respond. The
Mhm.
benefit of Zoom is you don't have to post your question. You can, there is a posting section, but you can actually speak your questions and we can give you an answer right away or tell you to go fly a kite or what have you. But we get to do it live and you become part of the show directly.
And of course, if those of you who haven't come up with your questions yet, we've already come up with answers. They include
Yes.
37, Thursday, and apple pie. So that's just 3 of the answers we came up with. Now we're waiting for your questions.
Yes. And
What
it's
is
kind of
your
like,
favorite pie?
huh?
And how many of them? And I don't remember what the questions to those answers were, but I figured we have the answers.
Wayne
That's right.
Gretzky.
Twice. And his sister, too.
They'll never let me live this down. Never let me live that down.
All right, for those of you who don't understand that, let's explain Wayne Gretzky. Now,
Oh,
for those of you that
No,
are
let's not. Just
let's
leave it
not.
there.
might as
Oh,
well. You
we
just
might
kinda-
as well. It's been in reruns for months now.
It has, and the thing always comes back. And I always know that every time I see it again on the Game Show Network,
Yeah,
I'm going to get it right that time.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Ew,
You bet on the replays,
He
do you?
missed it by that
Not
much.
much.
I know. We had a huge comeback, or they had a huge comeback.
They
after
did because we
our
were, yeah, because we were in the lead. There's a show called America Speaks, and
America
Randy
says.
America says. See, I already got the first question wrong, and I didn't even know I was asking it.
Let's go to Soupy Sales.
Soupy Sales, yes. Soupy Sales for 5, please. We, we were on a TV show, the 4 of us, Randy and his wife, Peggy, and myself, on this show, America Says, right?
Well,
Mhm.
my wife's Marta, but yeah,
Marta,
right.
your wife is Marta, my wife is Peggy, and
Yes.
the 4 of us were on this quiz show.
Correct.
We were leading, we were killing it, and then we were out in front.
It's such a
So,
descriptive term.
I know.
Say we stumbled our way to an early lead.
We did. They were worse than we were until the end. But the 2 questions we missed, one was automotive. I missed that. One was sports. Randy missed that. And the sports
And it was hockey, which I was a play-by-play hockey guy for half a season.
yeah.
So, I mean, and the question, but again, it was one of those things. How many times have you seen a show and you've watched a game show, you've played it at home, you say, I can do that, right? But you've seen the show. We did a show we'd never seen before, and we tried to learn, and we did okay. I think we needed another week.
Or
Yeah.
2.
I did. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
But we did okay considering, and it's just at the end when things got, well, could I tell the truth? Am I
Sure.
allowed to say that we got something right and then there was a problem and they had to pull that question?
Yes, that was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
they had
not-
to pull that whole group of stuff.
yeah, and our big lead went to a point where they just put in another question. And we figured, okay, well, come on, it's about cars and sports. He's a car guy, I'm a car guy. I'm a sportscaster, for God's sakes. And a guy who used to call hockey briefly. And I didn't recognize the Wayne Gretzky question.
Yeah. Now, in all fairness, folks, this was a brand new television show. We were like the second episode for the show. So we had never seen it. The only thing we'd done is we did one practice game, and that's what qualified us to go on the show.
Well, we
And
were breathing.
yeah, and we did pretty well on the practice show,
And
considering.
obviously we were we are picturesque.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we fit the description of an older couples of anyway married, and so we were on the show, and
This one, big guy.
yeah, I know I'm gonna weasel my way out of it, but we did pretty good. We were leading until the final 2 questions, I think it was. Yeah, then we choked. But what they do, it's kind of like Family Feud with half the answer. They gave you the starting letters for the words.
Right.
You had to fill in the blank part, and it left it open to anything. But like Randy says, he missed the question Wayne Gretzky. I missed the one car
And they
heater.
gave me the initials WG,
Yeah,
and I'm like, what is that?
yeah. And ours, the one that we missed, the car section was what's part of a car that begins with an H and ended in an R, and I missed that. It was
Hummer?
heater.
No, it wasn't Hummer.
No, no, that's the thing. We came up with everything but heater, the thing we don't use in California
Yes.
often. But
Mhm.
so but it was fun. We had a good time, and they actually asked us to come back, and I said, yeah, I don't think so. Um, but
Yeah.
then they asked me to come in for another show that they're
Oh,
coming up
what?
with, and it was right before the COVID situation. I did pass. I got accepted, but all productions are on hold for right now, so we'll see what happens when things come back to normal.
So what show was this?
I don't remember, but it was a new one that they were going to bring out on TV, and
It
part of
wasn't
the
hosted by Wayne Gretzky, was it?
no, it wasn't this time, but he did have a heater along with him to keep him warm on the ice, and
But I think it was a single guy thing, because if he was going to ask anybody to come, I would say, no, I'm not doing this again.
yeah, it was a
But
single person. It wasn't a team sport this
if
time.
you happen to get Game Show Network, it's America Says, Season 1, Episode 37, the Hot Rods versus the
Oh,
Cousins.
she's got it. All right.
Oh, 37 too. It's the same thing. But I will say this, and we're kind of just venting here, but the folks there were really nice, and we
Yeah.
really did have a lot of fun. It was just one of those things where we gave it our best shot and we came up short, and that's the way it was. But it was a lot of fun. We still enjoyed the process. The people there were very nice. Their host was great. So I think that overall, I think it was just a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it was.
It was
a
a
kick.
different experience.
And soon Bob and I will be hosting our own show, right, Bob?
That's right. And it'll be a great game show about car guys who play hockey.
You had me until you said hockey.
Yeah. Well, okay. Driving your car on ice while trying to get a goal.
Can be a four-letter word, starts with P.
Okie dokie. But anyway, we're having fun. All right. Car projects that we're working on right now. What are you working on, Randy?
Car projects I'm working on right now. Well, I'm always working on the cars that I have. In fact, I have this itty bitty list that I was just tackling the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, on the Pontiac. Let's see, what is on the Pontiac? Let's see, I have to, you know what I'm looking for?
No.
I need to get one of those FM only radios. They're real small little things, but I don't think they make them much anymore. But I had a radio that I wanted to put Sirius XM in the Safari.
Yeah.
So I have to get little speakers that'll fit underneath that sound like gangbusters. And I also have to get a little FM player that you could also have an extra plug-ins that you could plug the Sirius XM in. And so I'm looking for one of those that I could put into the battery, because one of those I want to put in the glove box, because I don't want to pull out the regular radio, which is a Wonder Bar.
Okay.
And I want to run two separate systems and see how that works out. So, and considering I've been paying for that Sirius XM device now for months, it would be nice to use it. So that's it. What else is going on with the Pontiac? Vintage air. I want to get some vintage air for it one of these days.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think other than that, it's doing well. And
Okay.
The Dodge, my 64 Dodge. Rear suspension, we talked about that.
Yeah.
We need to, okay, how many of you guys have this issue? You get the car and it has like one of a stereo in it.
Yeah.
But if you pull the stereo out and you realize when the previous owners had the stereo, they took a clipper to it and cut out the metal part to fit it in the stereo, and you've cut out the holes to put in an original radio. So now we have to Yeah, I could yank the whole dashboard and try and put in another one, but I think this would probably be okay enough to make some metal with holes in it and put it up against there and try to match it. And if you have to, industrial strength glue it, which nobody's going to see under the plastic underneath the fascia anyway. And if you could do that, then you've got a cool, I had the original radio rebuilt. I've got the original fascia for it. So that's going to be kind of cool to put in. So that'll be fun. So that's kind of in a nutshell what the big things are as far as what that car needs.
Okay. All right. And Peg, what are you working on?
Well, I'd like to get a new fan belt on my 46. So one, it charges, and two, it stops squealing.
Yeah, I know. We're going to work on that. What happened was we put dual carbs on her 1946 Ford, and yes, it is her car, not my car. The problem is with the it's right behind her there, up on top. Actually, I'll bring up a picture of her car because I have a picture of her car in my car actually together again for the first time, and there we go. So there's Peg's car and my car on the starting line at Irwindale Speedway. We led the parade for our anniversary or wedding day. I forget which one that was. But
that was the anniversary.
That was the anniversary? Yeah. Okay, and it's everything.
What did it decide to do with the Crosley that was following those two cars after a while? I don't know if it...
we got them out there.
Okay.
But anyway, so what we did is we changed to the dual carbs and had to put an offset generator on the car. By doing that, it changed the length of the required belt. But the pitch of the belt, or the angle of the V groove, is different. And it's hard trying to find a belt that fits properly. So it squeals. Once it warms up, the squeal goes away or gets louder. It just depends. But we're working on that. So that's something I've got to get going. I've got to get her car out of the garage and do some measurements and check and see what we can come up with on that. Mm-hmm. That's been about it. The last time it was out, though, we had it in a movie. And that movie will be coming on, I think, soon. But we'll see what happens. It was just one of the background cars in a movie, and I got to drive it down the street. It was a Hollywood show, actually.
Was it for Hollywood or was it for the
Penny Dreadful? Penny Dreadful is either Penny Dreadful or the Hollywood show.
I was thinking of Penny Dreadful because you had to go downtown LA something.
Yeah, and it was kind of cool. We were watching the Hollywood show the other night, and it was a scene that I was kind of, sort of, maybe in moving a car. But it was the first show of the Hollywood show, and it was taken in this grand hotel in Pasadena, California. I never even knew existed. It was very opulent and very nice. And they did the opening scenes or the first scenes of the show right there, and I was driving a Chrysler Airflow.
Yeah, it's called Hollywood. It's on Netflix, first season.
Netflix, and it was pretty good.
Called the Hollywood show?
Yep.
No, it's called Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's
on Netflix. It's kind of a series, so you have like 7 episodes or something.
And
it's confused with the Hollywood show that
we went to. No
stuff, and we get a lot of our guests for it.
Right. No, this was actually a series, and I was in the first. I was in the first taping or first filming of the show.
Okay.
So it was kind of interesting. It was kind of neat, and it was kind of interesting. The show is, if you're offended easily, don't watch it. It takes a lot of liberties and license on some of the things it talks about.
Hollywood in the 1950s.
Yeah, but it's.
We'll leave it at that.
Yes, we will definitely leave it at that. And then what I've been doing is Peg and I have a 56 Chevrolet wagon, and I've been doing little things on that and driving it around and enjoying it. It's got some better mirrors on it now. It's got license plate lights, which it didn't have before. It's lowered down, which it was sitting way up in the air, and now it's down where it should be. Little things like that. There's still more things to do, and as time goes by, we'll work on it. But that's the car we've been taking out to most of the cruises, and it's been a blast. It's been fun. Cruising with friends has been great, and we're going to continue doing it this weekend. Like I said, Randy, if you can make it, we'll be at in Burbank. We meet at Fry's Electric at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I believe Noel sent that all to me.
Yeah.
And depending on how ridiculously warm. I think it's supposed to be cooler this weekend, so I think we might be able to make it.
Yeah, we're gonna head down there. So 10 o'clock at Fry's Electric in Burbank is the starting point. It'll last about an hour and a half, going past, like I said, the first responder facilities in Burbank in support of them, and giving them a little bit of a car show. So it's going to be fun. Last time we had about 60 cars. This time they're expecting probably close to 100. So it should be real
Well, it's
interesting.
gonna end at the Bob's Big Boy in Toluca Lake.
That's right. This time it'll end at Bob's Big Boy. Last time it was Foster Freeze. And the funny thing, we were watching the Hollywood show, Hollywood, last night or night before last, and the Foster Freeze that we went to after the last cruise was in the background of that episode. So it was kind of cool that they were shooting it in Burbank. Of course, I don't remember seeing the gas station they were shooting it at across the street, but yeah, it was there. So it was fun. So it'll be interesting to see. Come on out and enjoy it. It's a free cruise. There's no charge for this other than your lunch when you end up at Bob's Big Boy at the end of the cruise. So if you are in Southern California and you've got the opportunity, Fry's Electric in Burbank at 10 o'clock in the morning is when everyone's going to start gathering. At 10:30 is when the cruise actually begins, and you are more than welcome to be there. Now, for those of you not familiar with LA County restrictions right now, to go in any building, you're going to need to have a mask. So be prepared, have a mask. Don't argue about it. Just do it. It's not that bad. And you'll do it. In your car, you won't need a mask, so we'll know who you are. Now, this is the first time ever in history where in Southern California you could actually walk into a bank masked and you don't get arrested. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But, we're doing it.
3 words that makes everybody scurry for the exits. Stick them up.
Yeah.
Stay away from that. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. And don't hand someone a note that's folded with your mask on. It just doesn't go well.
It says, what do you think? How do you think I look in a mask? It doesn't matter. You don't want to do that.
No. We had some people take pictures, and the guy taking the picture said, smile. And we go, really? We have masks on. How can you tell?
How can you? Yeah, you're like this. And then you're like this. Am I smiling, frowning, or sticking my tongue out? You don't know.
No, yeah.
No. There you go. See,
that's what it is. All right, so join us for that. That'll be this Saturday at Fry's Electric again in Burbank. Check it out, 10 o'clock. Hope to see you there, and hope to see a lot of you out there. A lot of people are listening to us, but no one's chimed in right now. But this is the first nighttime GAAS since March. I think, what was it, the first Tuesday of March, or second Tuesday of March was our last live show.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, what about, since you have Irwindale behind you, it's appearing that Irwindale may open up on June 4th?
June 4th. It looks like it. June 4th. Irwindale Drag Strip is scheduled to open at this point. Now, this is what we're hearing. We haven't been able to confirm it fully, but the post did come from Irwindale Speedway or Drag Strip. So see Irwindale right in the background there. Here I am. I'm at the strip. And look, I didn't even red light. So it's come on out at this point. Follow me on my page on Facebook, and I will post the final. Yes, it's going to happen. One of the conditions is we're waiting for stage 3 of this virus lockdown, and they're hoping it's going to come the end of this month. That's what all indicators are right now, in which case we can have social distancing. We won't run cars side by side. We'll stagger them down the track. I don't know. I'm just saying that.
Oh, but, so they haven't done stage 3 in Riverside yet?
No, not that I'm aware of. They haven't done stage 3 anywhere in California yet.
They can't also cut hair.
That's true. Let's see. Now in Ventura, we can. I can get a haircut. Not going to, but we could.
I do have to show you this, though, and I don't know if it's going to come out the same way. We were talking about this before we started. Okay, so here you see me, and there's a background, which, like Bob has there, we put it in here. So you see me here, and you don't see a lot of hair down there until I do this. Oh, hey.
Look, he put extensions in.
It didn't come out.
Didn't come on that side, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's
strange how this camera system works.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of works, but my hair is mostly like this now.
Yeah.
So
I get the little.
thought, though, this is refreshing.
I'm trying to figure it out.
That's what I
No,
look for.
I can't do it. But my hair's down to almost down to my collar in the back. I can get a little bitty ponytail, and I
No,
haven't. No,
no,
no
no,
ponytail. Well,
no.
it's better than pigtails. I mean, I can do that. The sides are a lot longer. No. Okay. And as you can see now, Randy's a little fuzzy on his chin. I've gotten a little fuzzy here. I'm in the Santa Claus
And I'm
mode.
perfectly shaved because I don't care for that.
Oh. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble again. Oil well.
My chin, I perfectly shaved.
Oh, yeah. Okay, your
I know
chin.
that's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah. Moving right along.
Anyway.
Oh, look. This is in living color, and Peggy's face is matching her blouse.
I think I might leave.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
I think we just ruined. Never mind. It wasn't me. I didn't say a thing. Did I say anything, folks? No.
Nothing at all. Nothing serious at all. And Marta's in the background, probably.
No, Marta. Well, no, we're not on, right? Yet?
Yeah.
We're not live.
No, she's not watching us live.
She can't be watching.
No, she can't.
But she will.
Could have.
And she will note that I didn't.
Yeah. Did not swallow foot. You do not have athlete's tongue.
No,
well, you could edit this out.
I could, but I won't. Because Randy hasn't taught me how to do the edits yet, so I won't do that. But anyway, all right, folks. We've been going on now for almost 45 minutes, and I'll tell you what, I think we've bored you enough. So this is GAAS, the Great American Auto Scene.
Going good now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're going good. Now we're having fun. So we're going to be doing this Tuesday night, 6 p.m. on Zoom. It's free. Join us, become part of the studio audience, kind of, and in absentia. So we're going to be social distancing. You could be at your home. I'll be at my home or office or what have you. Depending on what background you put, you could be at the track like me right now. See, I'm in Irwindale right there. Mm-hmm. And, join us. Randy's in front of two tired guys. I could actually do that as well. And I might do that just for uniformity here. Let's see. I'll try and find.
You don't have to copycat me now.
I won't. I'll use the black and white version.
The other one. I have the color one.
You have the one in living color. Mine's the black and white version.
See?
I'm older, so it's black and white.
That's true. Back when you started.
Back in the olden days. Yeah, that's.
Think of it.
What did Peggy do? She tried to add a background. It doesn't work.
Oh. No, don't do that, Peggy.
She's become the invisible person.
But it is interesting. If you look at Bob, you could barely tell that he's not in black and white.
No, yeah. See, when I was younger, radio was in black and white. And
okay, do we want to talk about what we're doing also? Do you want to talk about becoming a patron?
Yes, let's do. We got to talk about that because that's a new program Randy has signed us up for that can help you.
Okay, what?
What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You weren't able to figure it all out because you're far less computer challenged than I am.
Uh-oh. Well, apparently not. So what happened? You just froze there. Did he freeze, Peg, or was that just me? Okay. And now Peggy's silent. Okay.
No, he's been freezing.
Okay. You've been freezing, Bob.
I better get a long sleeve shirt on.
I know, exactly. All right, so this is the deal.
Okay.
We have people that we've seen do this, and contrary to popular belief, you don't really get rich doing this, and there are prices that are kind of like connected to doing this kind of thing. You don't just pop on Zoom and start doing this for free, and you don't pop on other things and other situations that are involved in this. So basically what we've done is we've given people a chance to be part of the group. We've given people a chance to be part of the group here and part of it as a patron of our shows. If you've ever listened to Talking About Cars on radio.com and knx1070.com, if you've seen our video right now, or which will be videos eventually on Two Tired Guys, or if you've even seen this show, Great American Auto Scene, and you like it, in theory, you could easily, affordably pop some bucks over at Bob so he doesn't segue back and forth. And you can, now he has advertisers on the show, and we are talking about the audience getting opportunities that you wouldn't get otherwise by throwing a few bucks at us and becoming patrons of Two Tired Guys Productions. And among the things you can get, Bob, are
stickers.
You can get swag from us.
Yes, swag.
The top 2 tiers, you can get swag. I believe it's the top tier. You can get it, and it's only like $5, $10, $20 a month. That's all we're really asking for. We don't expect anybody to come in with anything more, and then we know no one will come in with anything more. So, and my stepdaughter Amy has decided, well, why not? You have to put in something for $1. And I said, no, I'm not doing anything for $1. Why would you do that? Well, people just want to say they like your show. They don't expect anything in return. They like your show. And so I said, okay, but I'm going to make it 2. Make it worth their while. So $2, that's it. For $5, which, by the way, has been renamed our 4-cylinder package. It is basically you will get your name or nickname on the credits of one of our shows here, or on all of our shows during the week. So we will put it on both Talking About Cars and
GAAS
Guys Productions and GAAS. For the 6-cylinder package, it's the name, and then we do a special interview session on Talking About Cars where we ask them a question that we did not include in the actual podcast. You can see that only as a patron of our 6-cylinder and 8-cylinder packages. And of course, our 8-cylinder packages, you get the name, you get the exclusive video, and you will get swag. So we will send that to you, get some swag, stickers, or something else, and maybe we'll throw in something really cool somewhere along the line that I'm not at liberty to say right now what it is. So there's always oh yeah, hold on. Something. How'd that happen? Wait.
It disappeared.
What?
Right? And
there. Yes.
Yo. Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
You're a magician.
Now you see it. Now you don't.
Yes.
We've got stuff we could send, and we have all sorts of fun stuff coming up as well. So stick around. If you feel like supporting us, it would be welcomed. We would be very happy. We would be unbelievably thrilled that you guys enjoy the show that much. And head over to patreon.com, Two Tired Guys Productions, to check it out.
Yeah. Now understand, we're not making a living at this, but we do have expenses. It does cost us. We're 2 tired guys, and we're not making money, but we do have expenses that we are pocketing, are coming out of our pocket right now.
That's right.
Like for this broadcast. Even though Zoom is free to you to watch, it's not free for us to do. So that's what we're just trying to do, is offset some of the costs. We like giving you information. For those of you who watch GAAS in the morning, I fill you up with all of it. And Talking About Cars tells you all about people and their car histories, their stories. Everyone's got a car story, and you'll hear about those from Talking About Cars, where we get celebrities. Like Randy talked about the Hollywood show. That was a event Randy and I, and we dragged Marta and Peggy along with us the last time, where we spoke to fine celebrities. I mean, guys like Leave It to Beaver stars. And we had
Tony and Jerry Mathers and Tony Dow.
Right. And then we had the guys from that show too. Can I remember any of this?
Renegade?
We had the Renegade. Yes, we had the whole crew from Renegade.
Lamas, Kathleen Kinrock, Branscombe Richmond. And we've done this over the years. We've talked to a lot, Scott Baio. We've talked to a lot of people there, which actually, Bob, is going to be interesting. We got to figure out how to make this happen while we have Scott. You know what would be really weird to do?
What's that?
Let's bring our computers with us. And even though we're talking with them across the table, we'll have a computer in front of them. So we're Zooming from the same table.
That would be good too.
Is that just weird?
No, that'd be great.
How to get their permission to do that?
Well, obviously,
that's true.
But that's true. They'd have to. Well, this is we just started brainstorming it right now. So
Right.
there you go. That's exclusive for you. Brainstorming a future show.
Yes. See, and you will not get that anyplace else. No
Yeah.
one else will talk about what they plan to do, when they plan to do it, how they do it,
Oh,
and when. That's
Yeah.
right. And we haven't figured that out either, but we're telling you all about it right now.
Yeah. That's what we do because we're givers. We want to share.
Yes, we do.
So,
Uh-oh. And someone's trying to call Randy in the middle of the show.
no.
It's a reminder you need to go to sleep.
Update, retail reopening starting tomorrow. Indoor retail stores and houses of worship may resume services while following strict health guidelines. Okay, well that's when we have our own news show. But right now, it's all about cars and sports.
All about cars and people.
And
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been GAAS, your great American auto scene, brought to you by the fine people right behind me here. Valley Head Service, Irwindale Drag Strip, Irwindale Speedway, Tucker Tire.
Just fade low. Just slide right off the chair. There you go. There you go, Bob. Good job. Now you can read him.
All right, Tucker Tire, Beach Underwriting Associates, Moon Eyes, and Service Tech. I'm back.
You did Tucker Tire?
I did Tucker Tire.
You did Moon Eyes?
And I'm tuckered. And Moon Eyes. And Moon Eyes.
Very
Moon
good.
Eyes.
All right, got it. Thanks.
And you've got GAAS, the evening edition.
Better, Bob.
I'm what?
You wore it better.
It wasn't me. It was definitely Holly. And we'll show you pictures of that later. But that's another story altogether. No, those are perfectly harmless pictures. No one ever got harmed. Never mind. Anyway,
move along.
Moving right along. All right, folks. Thank you for watching us. This has been GAAS, the Great American Auto Scene with Randy Cardoon. My lovely wife, Peg, is along with us tonight. And we'll be doing this Tuesday nights right here on Zoom. You're welcome to join us. I'll send you out the link. Just send me a request.
Just behave and wear pants, okay? That's all.
Yes, that's the truth. Shirts and shoes required, and pants will work well as well, even though we don't show that anyway. But, let's keep it. It's a family show, and that's how you make families. No,
that's enough.
That's enough.
And that'll do it for today.
That will. All right, folks, take care. You've got GAAS, the evening edition. Have a great day. Bye, guys.